I'm here with Randy Coe from Hempsana Holdings Ltd, who is the president and CEO and board of director of the company. The company is traded on the CSE under the ticker HMPS. That's Harry, Mary, Peter, Sally. Welcome, Randy.
Thanks, Phil.
Let's get right into it. Tell us a bit about the company and what you do there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Phil, for the opportunity to have a little chat with you. So Hempsana is now today a publicly traded company. We are a cannabis company focused on commercial production of cannabis derivatives. We have technology capabilities, which include cryogenic extraction of cannabinoids for both the cannabis and hemp plants. We also have further refinement capabilities that allow us to purify these extracts that are used for active ingredients for some of the common cannabis products that you're seeing in the marketplace, such as vape pens, topical creams, some of the oil tinctures. We have different various formats of what the APIs that we create, such as full spectrum crude, highly purified distillate, and isolate forms.
Okay, and why did you choose to take a company public then?
Well, first off, when we started our company back in 2018, we had obviously our first round of investors that were brought in. It was a friends and family round. We made the management team at the time made a commitment to them to have a liquidity event for them. And so as part of our strategic roadmap, we put together obviously some business strategic initiatives that'll tie into our Go Public initiative, as well as give our shareholders a liquidity event as we committed to. The second part really is in supporting our growth strategies. Going public, it provides some tools that we can use to implement and support some of the growth strategies that we have in plan for our long-term growth strategy between 2021 and 2023. So we're looking to execute on that. Our management team is very excited to use our platform on the CSE and using that to drive some of our M&A activity as well.
Okay, great stuff. So you briefly mentioned your team, but tell us a bit about the team and the expertise that you have from the sector.
Yeah, so I feel like we have such an all-star bench on our team. We talk about Chief Quality Officer Soho Manu, who's also co-founder. He's been an instrumental leader in driving revenue growth at Eurofins. He's president of Eurofins as well, which is a $7 billion global specialized company in biopharmaceutical and cannabis testing. We brought on a new Chief Financial Officer, David Chan, who's formerly a CFO of VersaPay, which is a publicly traded fintech company as well. Huge amounts of corporate strategy experience, as well as deep relationships within the institutional and retail investor community. Our board, Doug Somerville, he's former country head and global SVP of Teva Pharmaceuticals. He's been semi-retired from the pharmaceutical space, but since that time, he's taken on two different roles as CEO of two cannabis companies. So, the mix between the cannabis and the pharmaceutical experience from Doug Somerville has been invaluable to us. We're rounding out our board with Michael Bang, who is former managing director of Goldman Sachs and now chief investment officer for a company called Calyx Peak, which is a multi-state operator in the US of cannabis. So very, very well-rounded, deep knowledge in the pharmaceutical, consumer packaging, and cannabis industry. So feel very confident with our management team that's really focused on execution, really.
Yeah, that sounds like a rock star team. Congratulations. So what does differentiate Hempsana from the rest of your peers in this sector then?
Yeah, I think this really stems from our business model when we started our company in 2018. What we saw in the marketplace in the cannabis industry was, a whole glut of cultivators that are coming in, and they were, with a lot of the capital that was flowing into the cannabis industry, they were, dabbling in everything, being jack of all trades. We felt that the market itself in the cannabis industry would mature, and you would start to see specializations in the market space. And what you're seeing that is now, coming to fruition. We thought that going down the value chain and specializing the extraction and formulation of API grade ingredients for the end products, and possibly moving ourselves into the end product manufacturing space would give us an advantage. We are looking into the rare cannabinoid space as being first movers in the market space as well. So that's kind of where we put a lot of our eggs in the basket. We want to be very specialized, very good at what we do. And we feel that we are one of the premier extraction companies that really has an ear to the ground on what the consumers are looking for in the market space.
No, that's great. That's a great understanding of the company. So moving forward, so what are some of the milestones people should be looking for from Hempsana?
Yeah, well, 2021's starting out to be a great year. Our biggest milestone was obviously to get ourselves listed on the CSE, which happened just today. So it's a great day for us. But some of the other milestones, as I mentioned before, we have capabilities in the crude, distillate, and isolate formations through our extraction capabilities. But we are looking into some of the rare cannabinoids. I can't get into some of the specifics around which rare cannabinoids, but we are looking to commercialize the production of a few rare cannabinoids in the coming weeks, as well as do some product development around end product manufacturing. We will be opening up white labeling manufacturing for topical creams and tinctures, as well as vapes in the latter part of 2021. And then also we are looking into, launching some of our products, not just here in Canada, but globally as well. So that's, some of the near and long-term milestones that we're hoping to capitalize on in the latter part of 2021 and into 2022.
Oh, that's great. So congratulations on getting listed with the CSE. We really appreciate your patronage, but we look forward to working with you and your team to continue to build on the Hempsana story. So that wraps this up. And so my name is Philip Shum. I'm the Director of Listings Development here in Toronto, Canada. I'm here with Randy Ko, who is the President and CEO, as well as Board of Director with Hempsana Holdings Ltd. The company is listed under HMPS. Please subscribe to CSE TV on YouTube so you can get alerted for all the different types of videos similar to this. Thanks again, Randy, and good luck.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you for tuning in to another newly listed on the CSE. Please feel free to hit like and share this content, and hit subscribe if you haven't already.